Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Welcome back to the God Particle Podcast
Yes, indeed.
on this good Sunday. Today we are earlier than usual.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just gonna jump this thing off at an early time. Uh, Today is February 15th, 2026, and I am TY.
It's your boy True. Yes, indeed.
Okay. If we here to make it do what it do, you know what I'm saying? You already know. All right. So, uh, per usual, Sunday to Sunday. What's your 7 day breakdown?
Sunday to Sunday. Work, been laid back, tripped me up a little bit, but I caught myself. I ain't fall. Just with the same old narrative, you know what I mean? My heart, people running in this rat race kind of thing. But I caught myself, took myself out of it. So work's been good. Got back to a relaxing state of just doing what I'm supposed to do and moving along. On a personal note, I think it's been the same. I'm still in that reflective state. Um, I guess sometimes you just go light, medium, heavy. I think I was in between my little medium and heaviness this past week with reflecting, but feeling powered coming out of it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that on a personal note, that's been good too. So overall, it's been Gucci. My 7 to 7 been good. I won't complain at all.
All right. Shit, mine was I would say uh I would say enlightenment. Pretty much an enlightenment moment. Um Definitely a boomerang moment. Definitely a surge of energy moment or moments during those days, gradual. Um
Yeah,
the
yeah,
last 7 with work and this my mentality. You know what I'm saying? I mean it's not even just in the last 7 though, of course, but
yeah,
it's
yeah,
gotten
yeah.
way stronger. You know what I mean? So yeah, in the last 7 I've been on basically getting in control of things, you know what I mean? Getting in control of my life and the change that I want to happen and all of those types of things. So I've been just moving it forward. You know what I mean? A lot of energy, a lot of work, a lot of
Yeah,
hours, but shit with enthusiasm though, you know what I mean? Not with no
Mhm.
not like, "Man, what the fuck?" You know what I mean? But more like, "Yeah, shit, let's get some more." You know what I mean? So, yeah, my last 7 has been very energizing, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I got a lot of energy, and I'm loving it. You know what I mean? I wanna keep it up. So,
That's what's
that's
up.
my last 7,
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
basically. Alright.
Like
So,
it.
yeah, as usual, we gonna get straight into it with in the chicken this week. We got the sodium inosinate and the sodium guanylate. The sodium inosinate and the sodium guanylate. All right. So let's jump off the intro. We already know.
The shit is in your food. It's in the motherfucking chicken. It's in the motherfucking chicken.
Yeah. So the sodium inosinate. Let's run it down.
It's in the motherfucking chicken.
Where we at? Okay, no, it's not it. All right. What it is, the sodium inosinate or inosinate. It is a flavor enhancer. It is the sodium salt of inosinic acid, which is naturally found in meat and fish. In food manufacturing, it is usually made from meat or fish byproducts or fermented sugars, which is a microbial process. Its main job is to boost savory umami taste. It is almost always used together with MSG. By itself, it does very little. With MSG, it creates a powerful flavor amplification effect. Where it's found, you'll mainly find it in ultra processed savory foods, snacks. It's in flavored chips, Doritos, Cheetos, cheese balls, instant popcorn seasoning. Instant foods and instant noodles, cup ramen, seasoning packets, processed meals and frozen dinners, packets, rice dishes, bouillon cubes, soup mixes, and fast food and processed meat seasonings and chicken nuggets, flavor fries, sausage seasoning, and meat rubs. If the flavor is intense and meaty, there's a good chance this is involved. Hidden names on labels. Disodium inositol E631, often next to disodium guanylate, MSG, or flavor enhancer. Products that say no added MSG may still contain this, and it works with natural glutamates in the food. Health concerns. It amplifies ultra processed food cravings. This is the biggest real world issue. The sodium inositol intensifies savory taste and makes food hyperpalatable, overrides natural fullness signals. This encourages overeating, processed food dependence, and increased sodium intake. So the long-term issue is diet pattern, not acute toxicity. Uric acid and gout risk. Because inositol is purine-related compound, it can contribute to increased uric acid levels. People with gout, kidney issues, purine-restricted diets are often advised to avoid it. It's not recommended for some groups are advised to avoid it, like infants, people with gout, people with severe kidney disease. MSG sensitivity multiplier. Since it's almost always paired with MSG. If someone is sensitive to MSG, the combination may increase headaches, increase flushing, increase heart pounding sensations. Not because it's toxic, but because it boosts glutamate signaling in the taste pathway. Cancerous. The sodium inositol is not classified as a carcinogen. It has no strong cancer link. Any cancer suggestion or discussion is indirect via ultra processed food consumption, chronic inflammation, and metabolic disease patterns. Bans and restrictions. It's allowed in the US, it's allowed in the EU. It is not broadly banned, but its use in infant foods is restricted and there are purity and dosage limits. Long-term effects of heavy intake. If consumed daily through chips, instant noodles, fast food, frozen meals, possible patterns, processed food addiction cycle, increased sodium load, weight gain, elevated uric acid in susceptible people, metabolic strain. Again, it's a diet amplifier, not a standalone toxin. Detox timeline. Since it doesn't bioaccumulate day 1 through 3 without it, reduced intense savory cravings, less water retention because of lower sodium intake. Uh, week 1 through 2, taste buds reset, whole foods taste better, appetite stabilizes. Week 3 through 4, reduce processed food dependence, more normal hunger signals, safer alternatives to get you mommy without additives. Use mushrooms, tomato paste, Parmesan cheese, anchovy, seaweed, miso, bone broth, or nutritional yeast. These provide natural insulate or inositol plus glutamate without ultra processing. Quick summary. The sodium inositol, it is a flavor enhancer used with MSG. It makes processed foods extremely craveable. It's not a carcinogen. It raises uric acid in sensitive individuals. It drives overeating patterns more than direct toxicity. Why it matters. On its own, it's not the worst chemical, but in the real world, it signals this is a hyper processed food engineered to keep you eating. That's the real health impact. Damn, those stopped. Hold on real quick.
That's crazy. Of
Right.
course, it's like everything else. And that's how they get us too. They say, yeah, no MSG added. You know what I mean? No such and such added. And that's that's where the conversation come from. But you know what I mean? The flavor's still so damn chomping. I mean, what's taking its place if this not there?
Man, that's the point.
The same shit with a different name. That's more worse for you.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. So the next one is pretty much it's the twin of, or they call it the twin of, the sodium inosinate. This is the sodium guanylate. All right. It's the same thing, pretty much a flavor enhancer, a nucleotide that boosts umami. That savory, meaty taste. It's almost always used with MSG or glutamate sources because the combo creates a strong synergy. Foods taste way more intense than either ingredient alone. A regulatory note: U.S. FDA specifically allows the sodium guanylate as a flavor enhancer at a level not in excess of that reasonably required. Good manufacturing practice. Where is it found? Food and drinks and snacks, flavored chips, cheese snacks, crackers, popcorn, seasoning dust, instant foods, ramen, cup noodles, soup mixes, bouillon cubes, seasoning packets, frozen dinners, boxed rice, pasta mixes, just add water, savory meals, gravy mixes, some marinades and rubs, some plant-based meaty flavor products. It's basically a tell that the product is engineered to taste more meaty than it should. Hidden names on labels. Look for the sodium guanylate, the sodium 5 guanylate, sodium guanylate GMP, E627, often paired with the sodium inosinate or MSG. FDA's own database listed under multiple symptoms, including the sodium 5 guanylate and the sodium guanosine and monophosphate. Health concerns, what matters most? Gout or uric acid risk. Big practical one. Guanylate compounds are related to purines, and purines can raise uric acid. That's why many sources recommend avoiding the sodium guanylate if you have gout, uric acid, kidney stones, or severe purine sensitivity. For most people without gout, this is usually not the main issue. Two, processed food craving amplifier. The sodium guanylate's real world effect is that it makes salty processed foods taste more satisfying, which can increase snacking and overeating, make whole food taste bland by comparison. This is less about direct toxicity and more about diet behavior and ultra processed intake. MSG sensitivity and boosting. Because it's often used with MSG or gluten-rich ingredients, people who get headaches, flushing, heart racing feelings from MSG-heavy meals may find products with E627 intensify that experience. Not universal, but common in sensitive folks. Cancer. The sodium guanylate is not classified as a known human carcinogen by major regulators and the sources above. Most cancer concern is indirect via ultra-processed diet patterns rather than diet carcinogen label. Bans and restrictions. This one is generally allowed but regulated by use limits. United States is permitted as a direct food additive flavor enhancer, GMP style limit. JECFA, FAO, and WHO established a group of ADI not specified for guanylic acid in certain salts, meaning normal use levels in food are not expected to pose a health hazard. EU and EFSA is part of the additive system as E627 and appears in EFSA's ongoing additives reevaluation work streams. Pause real quick though. Like, yo, just listen to this shit that is saying it, like they add it as like this is like, yo, it's part of the additive system as E627. It appears in EFSA's ongoing additives reevaluation. Like, bro, if you got to go through all of this shit for food, that means that shit is not fucking food, bro. Like niggas, they coming up with whole rundowns and tests and yo, like, come on, bro. Like food grows naturally. You shouldn't have to do all of that shit like that.
Right. It's kind of like what's the purpose? Like going down that rabbit hole is finding out what's their reason for doing it. Top layer, yeah, we can. We have conspiracies, of course, but like I would really like to know what is your, like, out the horse's mouth. What is the true purpose of when you can grow food naturally? Why would you go through the hassle of putting all the chemicals and all this shit up in it?
You gotta run tests and shit and all types of shit and put it on certain classification lists. Like, come on.
It's for the food. It's almost like they just want to create a job. You know what I mean? For somebody's evil mind.
Right.
Shit
Shit is
weird.
wild, yo. Shit is wild, man. All right, detox timeline. What people notice when removing it. The sodium guanylate isn't known as a stores in your body forever ingredient. The detox is mostly about taste and cravings. I do be craving salt though, a lot actually. You know what I mean? So that shit explains it.
Yeah, so I just told my ladies I realized I put salt and pepper on everything.
Yeah.
Like, you know, with other added seasonings, but salt and pepper is like the core thing that I look for or grab when I'm cooking. You know, when I'm making a sandwich or, you know what I mean, any kind of crazy shit.
Straight
crazy.
that shit.
Right, that shit is crazy.
Yeah, that's fucked up. That's wild. Wow, shit. All right. Day 1 through 3 without it. Less craving for chips. Instant noodles may spike briefly. Less water retention if your sodium drops. Week 1 through 2, taste buds recalibrate. Whole foods start tasting better. Less urge to snack on savory, crunchy foods. Week 3 through 4 without it. Appetite regulation improves because hyperpalatable triggers are reduced. Long-term effects of heavy intake, daily exposure pattern. If E627 is in your regular rotation, chips plus ramen plus frozen meals, the long-term risk profile is mostly higher ultra-processed food consumption, higher sodium intake, weight metabolic strain over time, gout, uric acid issues in susceptible people. Safe alternatives will still get umami. If you want if you want that savory hit without additives, try mushrooms, tomato paste, parmesan, miso, seaweed, anchovies, and sardines, slow cooked broth with nutritional yeast. These deliver natural umami without the engineered craving effect. Now, when I used to make pieces, them fucking anchovies used to smell strong as shit.
Yeah, I never rock with anchovies.
Yeah, I ain't never tasted them, but they smell so fucking strong. Like you can smell the salt in them motherfuckers.
Yeah, I get one of them frozen pieces and they on them. I fucking bitches off before I cook.
Yeah, I definitely never tasted them, but yeah, I know it. I can see how that's a natural salt shit. Like I said, you can smell the fucking salt in them joints, bro. Oh, that shit crazy. All right, for the medication we got digoxin or lunoxin or digoxin. They pronounce this shit all type of ways. Digoxin. I got shit up there. You should let chat read this straight. I know it stopped up like shit. I hate that shit, yo.
Oh yeah, shit, you have both. Even though I don't breathe out my nose, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's hard for me to breathe out my nose, but when that shit stops up, it's like that's the times when I want to breathe out my nose. That shit just.
See, I always breathe out my nose, so as soon as my shit gets stopped up, that's just the worst.
Yeah, that shit not enough air for me. That shit just don't seem like. I mean, always for a long time, I always gotta take an extra breath.
Yeah,
like a deep breath. Then I do that because I always feel like I don't get enough air.
Layla do the same thing.
Yeah.
I definitely noticed that she do it just like you because I remember you always did do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Layla does that same way.
And that's why we connect. Yeah, I still do it. I still do it.
All right, so we'll let chat read this story. This is the medication, digoxin or digoxin.
Okay.
Here's a deep dive on number 16. Digoxin, lunoxin. One of the oldest heart medications still in use, extremely effective in the right patient, but with a very narrow safety margin. Educational only, not medical advice. Number 16, digoxin. Deep dive what it is. Digoxin is a cardiac glycoside derived from the foxglove plant, Digitalis purpurea. It's used to treat heart failure, control heart rate and atrial fibrillation. It strengthens heart contractions and slows the heart rate. Why it's unique. Digoxin is famous for having a narrow therapeutic window. That means the difference between a helpful dose and a toxic dose is very small. Because of this, it requires blood level monitoring, kidney function monitoring, electrolyte monitoring, and how it works. Digoxin increases heart contraction strength. It blocks the sodium potassium ATPase pump, which leads to increased intracellular calcium, stronger heartbeats. This helps a failing heart pump more efficiently, slows heart rate. It increases vagal parasympathetic tone, which slows conduction through the AV node, helps control atrial fibrillation heart rate. Main medical uses. 1. Heart failure, HFrF. Used when symptoms persist despite standard therapy. Patient still has fatigue and shortness of breath. It does not improve survival, but it improves symptoms, reduces hospitalizations. 2. Atrial fibrillation. Used for rate control, especially in sedentary patients, less effective during exercise. Short-term side effects. Early signs of toxicity, nausea, vomiting, loss of appetite, fatigue, weakness, dizziness. These are often the first warning signs. Classic digoxin toxicity signs. Visual disturbance, very characteristic. Yellow vision. Green halos around lights, blurred vision. This is one of the most famous drug toxicities in medicine. Serious and long-term risks. 1. Dangerous heart rhythm disturbances. Biggest risk. Too much digoxin can cause bradycardia, heart block, ventricular tachycardia, ventricular fibrillation, death. The drug used to treat arrhythmias can also cause fatal arrhythmias. 2. Toxicity from normal doses. Even when taken correctly, toxicity can occur if kidney function declines, electrolytes drop, especially potassium, dehydration occurs. This is why elderly patients are high risk. Number 3, kidney dependence. Digoxin is cleared through the kidneys. So if kidney function decreases, digoxin builds up. Toxicity occurs. 4, electrolyte sensitivity. Low potassium hypokalemia makes digoxin much more toxic, also affected by low magnesium, high calcium. 5, drug interactions. Many drugs increase digoxin levels. Amiodarone, verapamil, diltiazem, quinidine, certain antibiotics. This can push a safe dose into toxic range. Use in America versus the world, United States. Use has declined significantly because newer heart drugs are safer. Heart failure now treated first with ACE inhibitors, ARBs, beta blockers, spironolactone, SGLT2 inhibitors, ARNI, Entresto. Digoxin is now a second or third line drug. Europe, similar trend, used selectively in symptomatic heart failure, atrial fibrillation with sedentary patients. Developing countries, still used more often because it's cheap, it works. Advanced drugs are expensive, but monitoring may be limited, higher toxicity risk. Who is at highest risk for toxicity? Elderly patients, kidney disease, dehydrated patients, diuretic users, low potassium thyroid disorders. Monitoring requirements. Patients on digoxin often need serum digoxin levels, kidney function tests, potassium and magnesium levels, ECG monitoring. Why digoxin is considered dangerous. Very small safety margin, easy to overdose accidentally. Toxicity from normal dosing causes fatal arrhythmias, affected by kidney function.
Easy
Many
to
drug
overdose
interactions.
accidentally.
It is one of the most famous high-risk, high-alert drugs in medicine. Holistic and modern alternatives. For heart failure, modern first-line therapies include exercise rehabilitation programs, sodium restriction, weight management, ACE inhibitors, ARBs, beta blockers, SGLT2 inhibitors, mineralocorticoid receptor antagonists. For atrial fibrillation, beta blockers, calcium channel blockers, rhythm control strategies, catheter ablation. These are generally safer and preferred. Important note, there is no herbal substitute that safely replicates digoxin. Foxglove, the plant source, is extremely poisonous. Never use it. Bottom line, digoxin is powerful, life-improving for the right patient, one of the most dangerous drugs if mismanaged. It's a precision medication, not a casual one. When monitored correctly, it can be very useful. Without monitoring, it can be fatal. Simple summary. Works well for symptom relief in heart failure, rate control in atrial fibrillation, Main danger, toxicity, deadly arrhythmias.
There you go. This shit just literally said there's no herbal substitute that safely replaced digoxin. Foxglove, the plant source where they make the fucking medicine from, is extremely poisonous. Never use it. So they used it to make this medicine.
Make the fucking medicine. That's probably what fucking blew me. That on top of it's easy to overdose, to accidentally overdose.
Yeah.
Like, how do you, man? That's crazy, man. Like I said, just experiments, man. They bored. They just want to use the earth to their advantage and see what they can make from it. Test their genius in a way, or their evilness in a way. That shit is so.
Shit is fucking. Yeah. Come on, man.
Knowing damn well the people that make these medications, all the medications that we read, and all of the ill ones that's out here that we'll read in the future, they don't take them. You know what I mean? Them or their family probably don't take that shit at all.
Exactly.
Come on, man, that is crazy. Oh, lab rats out this motherfucker.
Oh yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly. Fucking lab rats.
Yes, indeed, man.
Shouldn't make no sense, yo. I'm gonna look up that plant too.
Yeah.
What that shit? What is it? What I say it's called?
Oh, I forgot.
Hold on, I'm about to go back to the bottom real quick. Hold on. Foxglove. Yeah, I'm about to look up foxglove. Foxglove. Yeah.
Poisonous point.
Bro, how would you just think to make medicine out of a poisonous plant though? Like, unless you, I mean, of course, you know, unless they have fucking ulterior motives.
Right.
Like, that's just like.
This is the type of shit they'll win award for, though.
Oh yeah.
For being able to do that and have somebody safely take it. You know what I mean? Kind of thing. They'll win an award for that shit.
Fucking crazy, man.
All
right. So let's get out of this thing and switch to health and wellness. Today in health and wellness I got, but then let me switch my background.
I thought that purple joint was the foxglove.
Yeah, it is. That's the foxglove.
Okay. See, that's a pretty joint. That's
I know. Hey, them pretty plants, don't let them fool you.
That would trust a bright color and a fucking smile.
Said, hold on. Yeah. Toxicity, very important. Foxglove is highly poisonous. Entire plant, especially the leaves. So active compounds is digoxin. That's where they got the fucking. So the medicine is in the poisonous plant. So they they flipped it. Instead of the holistic good plants, you know what I mean? Which is the natural medicine, they give us the toxic plants to make the chemical medicine. You know what I mean? So these affect the heart's electrical rhythm. Possible poisonous symptoms: nausea and vomiting, irregular heartbeat, visual disturbances. You see yellow and green halos, confusion, and it can be fatal. Even small amounts can be dangerous. So yeah, let's make a medicine out of this shit.
All right.
Give it to the world.
As we know, though, these are the people we dealing with, man.
Right.
These are the people we dealing with. Whoever first the mind of where it came from, and then the people who had their hands in creating it, and then the people that's distributing it, knowing what's in it, knowing what it does to folks.
It is fucking straight wicked, man. Wicked beyond wicked, man. All right, but anyway. Let me take this down. On to the health and wellness. For health and wellness, we got lucuma, Lucuma, and maca root or maca root. Maca root. I heard
Macaroon,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, maca root.
With stamina and yeah, libido and shit. Libido and libido.
All right, so let's pull up the lucuma. Pick I got. Wrong one. Boom.
Okay.
All right.
Look like an avocado.
They do know that.
Avocado.
Yeah, I saw it, and I ain't even, I ain't even thinking that when I saw it the first time.
Man, smooth doing
Yeah, okay. All right, so let's break it down. Lucuma. Category is a superfruit. Origin is from Peru, Chile, and Ecuador, the Andean regions. Common names is lucuma or gold of the Incas. What exactly is it? Lucuma is a subtropical fruit native to the Andes. Fresh, when it's fresh, it has green outer skin, deep yellow orange flesh, dry, creamy texture. Because it doesn't transport well, it's almost always consumed as freeze-dried fruit powder. In traditional South America, it is used as a natural sweetener, a nutrients-dense dessert base, a ceremonial and staple food. Flavor profile: maple, sweet potato, caramel, vanilla. So it's often used as a healthy sugar replacement. Key nutritional profile: lucuma is not a vitamin C bomb like camu. Its power is different. It provides low glycemic carbohydrates, uh, prebiotic fiber, potassium, magnesium, iron in small amounts, beta carotene, and polyphenols. It's considered a metabolic friendly energy food. Common forms and best uses. Powder is the primary form. Best for smoothies, desserts, oatmeal, coffee, latte sweetener, protein blends, whole fruit, rare outside South America. Traditional use, extremely nutrient rich. Lucuma, sweetener blends used in ice cream, superfood snacks, and healthy baking. Best ways to consume: daily functional use, 1 to 2 tablespoons per day. Add to smoothies, yogurt, oatmeal, chia pudding, coffee, healthy desserts. Because it's food like, it can be used long term. What is used for? Blood sugar balance and energy. Lucuma has a low glycemic index, meaning slow energy release, no sharp glucose spike, reduced sugar crashes, perfect for replacing refined sugar or sustained energy foods. Gut health and prebiotic fiber. Lucuma feeds beneficial gut bacteria. It supports regular digestion, microbiome diversity, reduce inflammation over time. Skin and anti-aging support. Because of beta carotene and antioxidants, lucuma may help skin glow, tissue repair, oxidative stress protection. Natural athletic fuel. Lucuma is used by athletes for clean carbohydrate loading, electrolyte support, and endurance energy without the crash of refined sugars. Heart health. Its potassium plus polyphenols may support healthy blood pressure, vascular elasticity, and reduce oxidative damage. Typical dosage range. This is a food, not a microdose herb. So daily use are 1 to 2 tablespoons, up to 3 tablespoons for athletes or high energy needs, safe for long term daily use. Where to buy? Quality matters. Look for organic, freeze dried, raw, which means low heat process, single ingredient powder. Trusted brands: Natives Organics, Terrasol, HealthWorks, and Mountain Rose Herbs. Yeah, that we finally got the website for Mountain Rose Herbs on this joint that we gonna go over today.
Rose herbs.
Yeah, the one because this the one that Chat GPT always keeps saying where to find it at. Remember, every time I put up where to find or where to buy, it always come up with Mountain Rose Herbs. I think we talked about that last week.
Hopefully it's somewhere close or they deliver.
Yeah, it's online. They deliver too. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I went over it. They actually got a lot of shit though.
Okay.
Yeah, we gonna check them out in a minute though. Possible side effects. Lucuma is very gentle, but possible bloating if taken in large amounts because of the fiber. Mild digestive adjustment period. Use caution if you If extremely low carb or ketogenic diet, or if you got severe IBS, introduce it slowly. It's one of the safest superfoods overall. All right, quick practical summary. Low glycemic superfruit sweetener. It's to sustain clean energy, prebiotic gut support, antioxidant for skin and heart, safe daily functional food. All right, and it definitely looks like in the real picture right here, it looks like um what you just said. It do look like an avocado, but it's
Avocado.
orange. It's just orange.
Orange?
Yeah, hold on.
Oh
let me show
shit,
you.
okay.
Yeah, let me show you real quick. See that joint?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's just orange.
Oh wow, okay. I thought you were talking about the outside of it was orange. I was about to say.
Oh no, the inside.
Damn.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Man, that's some slick markings or whatever that is.
I know, right?
Right.
Hey, that's nature for you, boy.
Right. And just think of all the other herbs and roots and plants and fruit and vegetables, you know what I mean, that's out there that we don't know about.
Oh yeah.
And how they grow. It still amazes me how anything, especially fruits and vegetables and shit, can grow from a little seed. You know, I mean, that small seed. That shit still blows my mind.
Yeah. Shit, it's definitely mind blowing. You know what I mean? It's beautiful though. It's beautiful.
Oh yeah.
But yeah. That's their life. That's their life's fault.
Beautiful thing.
Hell yeah. So where I'm at. So yeah, that was the Kuma. That's it. All right. The next one is you said maca root, right?
Maca root, yeah.
Maca root. Pull that up real quick. All right. Maca root. Let's bring it down. Scientific name Lepidum mayani or mayini. Category: adaptogenic root vegetable or hormonal tonic food. Origin: Peruvian Andes, high altitude, so it's like up in the mountain, a mountain type of food or herb grown in the mountains. Common names: maca, Peruvian ginseng, not true ginseng. Did we go over this before?
Not that I remember.
I remember the not true ginseng thing.
Not true ginseng? Oh, okay.
I want to say, but that's probably way back a few. Hold on real quick. Let me look at this. At these lists, because chat be doing that shit sometimes, giving me the same fucking shit.
Yeah, like intelligent motherfucker.
Right. Devil, man. All right, it ain't in the first list. I got like 3 lists of this motherfucker. Let me check the other one. It's Suma root. Straggler's root.
While you doing that, shout out to the people who search high and low to grab all these roots and herbs and fruits and vegetables.
Oh, yeah.
You know, everything, because that's a skill, you know what I mean, to do.
So, probably dangerous at some point.
Oh yeah, I would imagine, because I would imagine a lot of that shit is protected in some kind of way. I mean, if it's government or physical systems or spiritual systems, you know what I mean, certain shit, try risking something.
And all right, yeah, I ain't seeing it, so let's run through it. They do a bunch of different type of roots though. Suma root, straggler's root.
Okay.
All types of damn roots. I might have just said the same thing. All right. What exactly is it? Maca root is a root vegetable like a radish or turnip family plant that grows in the extreme high altitude in the Andes, where conditions are harsh, cold, wind, low oxygen, intense sun. Because it's a food root, maca is closer to a nutritional adaptogen than a typical medicinal herb. Traditional Peruvian communities have used it for centuries for fertility and libido, strength and stamina, mood and stress resilience, hormonal balance, especially around PMS or menopause. Maca doesn't contain hormones. It's believed to influence the hypothalamus and pituitary axis, your body's hormonal control center, and help the body regulate itself. Key active compounds, why it works. Maca's unique bioactives include macamides and macines. Signature compounds linked to libido, mood, and energy. Glucosinolates, also found in broccoli family plants, support detox and cellular defense. Polyphenols, antioxidants, amino acids plus minerals like iron, zinc, copper, and potassium. It's not a vitamin C bomb. It's a hormonal plus stamina adaptogen. Types of maca, important. A maca is usually sold in three colors, and each is known for slightly different strengths. Yellow maca is the most common, balanced overall, best starter option. Red maca, often used for women's hormone balance, PMS and menopause. It may support bone and prostate health with traditional use. Black maca, often used for stamina, libido, sperm parameters, traditional plus supplemental culture, most energizing reputation. You don't need all three, but choosing the right one helps. Common forms and what they're best for. Powder is the most popular. Easy to add to smoothies, oatmeal, coffee. Best for daily adaptogenic use. The downside, it can cause digestive upset for some people. Uh, Two, gelatinized powder. Highly recommended. Gelatinized means it's been cooked, processed to remove starches and make it easier to digest. It's not animal gelatin. It's easier on the stomach. It often hits stronger per serving. Great for daily use. Three, capsules. Great for consistent dosing. Good for people who don't want the taste. Liquid extracts. Less common, convenience focused. Best ways to consume it. Best beginner method. Gelatinized maca powder. Start at half a teaspoon daily. Build up to 1 to 2 teaspoons daily. Add it to your smoothies, oatmeal, yogurt, coffee, or protein shakes. Time in morning or early afternoon. It can be energizing. Capsules. Follow label, but common use is 500 to 1500 milligrams daily, often split into two doses. What maca is used for? Deep dive. Libido and sexual function. Maca is one of the most well-known herbs for libido increase in women and men, sexual satisfaction, hormonal vitality without being hormonal. Uh, this hits. This is its number one mainstream reputation. Two, for fertility support. Traditional plus some research ins- interests suggest maca may support sperm count and motility, especially black maca reputation, fertility tone, and reproductive vitality. It is not a fertility drug, but a tonic food that supports the system. Three, menopause and PMS support, used for hot flashes, for mild hot flashes, mood swings, low libido, fatigue, hormonal discomfort. Many women prefer red maca here. Four, energy and stamina. Maca is famous for endurance, workout performance, reduced fatigue, clean energy without caffeine. More like deep stamina than jittery stimulation. Uh, Five, mood and stress resilience. Maca can support mood stability, motivation, reduce anxiety like stress response. This is why some people call it a confidence herb. Typical dosage range, because it's a food root, dosing is in grams. Beginner, 1 to 3 grams a day or a half to 1 teaspoon. Typical, 3 to 9 grams per day or 1 to 3 teaspoons. Higher use is up to 10 to 15 grams a day in some traditional contexts. Best approach, start low, increase slowly. Where to buy? Look for organic, gelatinized if you have a sensitive stomach. Sauce Peru, traditional origin. No fillers, no proprietary blends, hiding the dose. Common reputable options people use Navita's organic Terrasol, the Maca team, Mountain Rose herbs, or Gaia, now capsules. Possible side effects and cautions. Common side effects usually from too much too soon. It's gas or bloating, stomach discomfort, restlessness, or insomnia if you take it too late. Increased heart rate in sensitive people, which is rare. Use caution if you have thyroid issues. Maca is a crucifier. Glucosinolates plus iodine interplay matters. Keep moderate and consider clinician advice. If you have hormone sensitive conditions, talk to a clinician. If you're pregnant, breastfeeding, not enough strong safety data for high dose supplement use. Best safety move: use moderate daily amounts, cycle if needed. Quick practical summary: maca is a high altitude Peruvian root food with adaptogenic effects. Best for libido, stamina, mood, hormonal balance. Choose gelatinized if you want easier digestion. Start low at a half a teaspoon and build slowly. Morning use is the best.
Man.
So yeah, maca root. Some
Like that.
natural energy for your ass.
That right. I had the regular maca root before, and it's also in one of the herbs I'm taking now.
Oh yeah,
Forgot which one.
I ain't never tried.
Yeah.
I had to try it out though. See what it do for the early morning. I don't know though. How it mix with the weed though?
With the weed. See, I when I was, damn, it's been over a month since I had coffee, which
Yeah,
is still crazy to me. But I'm the type I smoke weed and drink coffee.
all right. So how
Yeah,
that mix?
I don't see that it's like a good balance for me. I can
Uh,
feel, you know what I mean, the jitterness trying to take over, but you know what I
yeah,
mean, it's almost like it's a wall right there. So
yeah,
if it's stuck, it's only gonna go but so far. So it's weird, but
yeah.
it always worked for me. It
Weed
always
is a
worked for me.
regulator.
Yeah, hell yeah. And that shit like boom.
Real shit.
But I'm pretty sure if you can freak out. You know what I mean? I guess if
Yeah,
somebody don't drink coffee as much or not a real weed smoker or something like that, that
yeah,
shit will probably take over like a motherfucker and then freak out like shit. But it was a good balance for me.
yeah.
I fuck with it. So, you know what I mean? I think it would be I think it could be the same, especially if like you guys say you take the maca in the morning. If you
Yeah,
smoke more than you taking the maca root, then I think that's gonna outweigh it. And
yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean, the energy not gonna overpower that.
yeah.
Unless, you know what I mean, it be something to look into because sativa, you know what I mean, it may
Oh
add
yeah,
to that. You know what I mean, if it's
yeah,
just pure sativa.
yeah,
Of course nowadays it's I ain't gonna say slightly rare, but it's more hybrid
yeah. Hybrid. Yeah,
shit out there today than actual sativa type of thing. That's why I rock with shout out to what is it, Garcia. One of the
yeah,
joints that always got a good selection of just pure sativa joints out there.
good
The
weed.
Eastern. But yeah, that'd be something to look into though. See
Word.
how
All right. So yeah, I got 3 websites for y'all. Mountain Rose Herbs, Star West Botanicals, and Woodland Herbal. All right. So yeah, I looked at all 3 of them. They got a lot of shit.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean this is I don't think these are black owned. I think I had to go off of the all black owned because he started repeating shit a lot. So I was just like any holistic shit, you know what I mean? No
Yeah.
matter who owned it. So now we getting into that territory. But they got a lot of good shit from what I seen, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's check them out. But the first one is yeah, Mountain Rose Herbs. Right there. Boom. All right, so let's check them out. Let me make it straightforward. All right. Mountain Rose herbs. Get a free 10 of organic bag tea with a purchase of $85 or more. In the front, look like they got some bunch of tea stuff. We are the independent choice for high quality, ethically sourced organic botanicals. Ethical herbalism starts with transparency, thrives on regeneration, and succeeds when we all take part. It's independently owned. Being independently owned allows us to prioritize sustainability, ethical sourcing, quality, and the well-being of our community over profits. We can make long-term decisions that benefit our customers, employees, and the environment rather than being driven by shareholder demands. This autonomy ensures that we can innovate and remain committed to our vision of promoting health and sustainability in everything we do. All right, quality and purity. Our organic botanicals are analyzed and tested for identity, microbial, chemical, and physical contaminants. If any materials fails to meet our specifications, it is not offered for purchase. All right, so that's
Hey, real quick. Last week or last time you spoke on Mountain Rose, I think I
Yeah.
had said I had asked where they were because we got a Mountain Rose, around this area. This area.
Yeah, I
I
remember
thought
that.
you were saying Mountain Road, like
Oh,
street.
Mountain Road.
And that's why when you said it like a little while earlier before you started speaking about it, it didn't click that we talked about it already.
Yeah.
Then it dawned on me, oh shit, I thought he said fucking Mountain Road. That's why. My bad.
I don't see nothing. I can't even zoom, man. But anyway, let me get off the map. I don't know. This might be black on though. We got a black dude on it. I don't know. Or maybe that's just a class or something. Whoever they are, they're independent. So yeah, let's check out some of the stuff they got. Herbs and spices. Check out some of the bulk herbs. Probably some good substitutions for the addictive salt we was just talking about earlier with the MSG and the disodium inosonate in it and shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, so they got a bunch of shit. Bunch of different organic powders, aloe vera leaf powder. They got a bunch of shit. Ashwagandha root organic. Arnica flowers, natto seed organic. Stragglers root slices. Stragglers root powder. Stragglers root organic. Ashwagandha root powder. Bay leaf. Bayberry.
I like that they have a wide selection with being independent. Like I like that.
The camel, we just went over that.
So I would bet they got the maca root.
All right. Got the cayenne powder, smoked organic. I might have to fuck with them. God damn. Yeah, they got a lot of shit. Let's see if they do got them some maca or something. Yeah, maca powder organic. Lion's mane mushroom powder organic. Damn. Well, let's click on something real quick. Origin China. Lion's mane China. Lion's mane or her Hericium aranesis is an edible mushroom that grows throughout the northern hemisphere, thriving on dead or dying hardwoods. Its common name is derived from its appearance, growing in a clump of white hair-like spines that cascade from its base. In Asian countries such as Korea, Japan, India, and China, lion's mane has been used for centuries in cooking as well as traditional medicine, packed with vitamins such as thiamine, riboflavin, and niacin. It is very nutritious. It's a very nutritious supplement. while also being a good source of essential minerals like manganese, zinc, and potassium. Lion's mane has been in traditional Chinese medicine for centuries as a digestive aid and has more recently been studied for wellness supporting properties, specifically as a nerve tonic. Lion's mane powder can be added to smoothies, stirred into hot drinks, or added to your favorite well-being blend. All right, precautions, no known precautions. We recommend that you consult with a qualified healthcare practitioner before using herbal products, particularly if you're pregnant, nursing, or on any medications. I got all 5-star reviews though.
Okay.
9 of them, 9 5-star reviews. This is high quality and it had a quick delivery. I like this product. I use it in my coffee. Feel more clear-minded and energetic with using lion's mane powder in the mornings. I added it to my coffee or matcha latte. All right. Get a 1 pound. Well, a 1 pound bag is $120. 4 ounce bag is $39.25. All right. Let's see what other type of. Yeah, they got a lot going on here though. So yeah, they got herbal tinctures and capsules, teas, bath and body essential oils, culinary delights, ingredients, home goods. Let's check out some essential oils. Common essential oil blends, citrus essential oil blend, mint essential oil blend. Let me click on one of these first. Half ounce for $10.50, ounce for $16, 4 ounce 51, 16 ounce 164. Says our organic mint blend is crafted in small batches using our quality essential oils. It has a green, crisp aroma with earthy and sweet undertones and remains pungent and refreshing in the dry down. This simple blend can be used as is or easily combined with your other favorite essential oils to add minty, uplifting notes. Spearmint has a gentler character than peppermint, and they complement each other well in this pleasantly minty blend. It can be used in all kinds of body care recipes as the sole aroma or combined with other oils. Blend with sage oil and deodorants or with lang lang and homemade lip balm. Add our mint blend to shampoo or conditioner bases for an invigorating clean feeling. The addition of mint wakes up shower balms, foot soaks, and body lotion. Add directly to a diffuser to support concentration and an uplifted mood. Ginger, rosemary, or bay laurel oils all match wonderfully with this blend in the diffuser. For facial steams or chest rubs, combined with oregano, thyme, or tea tree oils. Do you ever have or make or experiment with oils and shit?
Oils, experiment. Nah, I've only purchased them.
Yeah.
I've never went as far as learning about them, and definitely haven't yet. I haven't yet made any. Yeah, that'll be a good actually for me and my lady. That'd be a good date night. Shit.
Yeah.
Looking for new shit to do.
Yeah. So the diffuser, is that something like that's just spraying the shit over the room, basically?
Or diffuser, that's what it sounds like. Or you like you put it in a or on top of something with the little what are those little circle candles called? Circle candles, or now they got the plug-ins.
Yeah.
But it warms up the oil that
Yeah.
puts the fragrance in the air and shit.
See, I gotta get into that shit because I like shit like that.
Yeah, man, that's why I like to one day, if you're over here on a Saturday or Sunday, go to the but I'm pretty sure you have some on your side too. But I like going to and always like going to Patapsco, the flea market. Cause they still got
I ain't been there in about 20 years, no bullshit.
Yeah, they still got. When it comes to things like that, oils, incense. I still only go there to get like my soaps and incense, not incense, but yeah,
Yeah,
incense, soap, incense, and shit like that. I still go there for that. And sometimes I'll go there for my black seed oil too.
yeah.
But for the most part, a lot of that shit has changed. But it's
Oh, I'm
still good.
sure.
Yeah, yeah. It's still good for stuff like this though.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, so yeah, check them out. They got a bunch of different teas too.
Man,
Whole
that's what
bunch of
I'll check them out
yeah.
with the
Yeah,
teas or about.
I'm definitely gonna check them out. 'Cause they got a whole bunch of shit to choose from.
Like that.
Organic Blues tea is a wonderful and great tasting infusion. Is blended with organic goodness to be an uplifting cup full of sunshine. This tea is mild enough to drink daily or to have as a delightful treat on blue days. Aroma and flavor, deep and earthy aroma, strong and mint with herbaceous attributes and rigorous taste with a rich green finish. Ingredients: organic nettle leaf, organic St. John's wort, organic spearmint leaf, organic damiana leaf, and organic valerian root. All right, that's this one.
I like a good blueberry flavor.
Yeah. Hey, Ashley, me too. That's the same with the weed too. I love any
All
blue
around.
flavor weed. Yeah.
And not just tea.
Yeah.
Even down to the little, like the lemon heads, but they had the blueberry type came with too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Blue raspberry Kool-Aid, nigga, all that.
Oh yeah. They had a blue lemonade, blue
Yeah,
raspberry.
was it blue lemonade?
It was one, whichever one it was. That bitch was like an ice blue.
Yeah, the ice blue
Color.
joint. Yeah.
When I was on Kool-Aid, man, hell yeah, that was that and
Yeah.
grape. That grape and the fruit. I mean, the regular cherry, not cherry, fruit punch type
Fruit punch.
fruit
Yeah.
pack. Those three was my main go-to.
Yeah. All right. Let's move this. Next one I got is Star West Botanicals. Pop that thing up here real quick. Let me share the screen. Star West Botanicals. Where you at? All right, there we go. All right. Boom. Let's check them out.
Hot.
Shop 15% off select herbs and spices until on our retail only. So I guess you gotta go there. They are online too. So let's check out some of the diffusers since I just asked what a diffuser is. Well, diffuser reads. I don't think this is a diffuser. This must be something that you put on it or something.
No clue. What is it like?
So diffuser reads. Yeah, like so. These 12-inch reeds are made from all natural rattan and high quality fibrous material, perfect for absorbing fragrances. Reed diffusers have proven to be very effective way to add scents to your living space. Simply pour the desired amount of essential oil or essential oil blends into the diffuser bottle.
Oh, okay. All right, I got you. Yeah. It's like little clear bottles. Peace, bro. It's little clear bottles that comes with oil in them, and you will put the sticks in the jar, dip it in the jar, and then turn it and allow the dip part to be out in the open, and that lets off the fragrance. And once that wears out, then you turn it over and you do the same with the other end of it while the other end soaks in it, and that acts as the Okay, got you.
That's new to me.
Oh yeah. It's not super strong. It's definitely that area. Small areas.
Yeah.
The one that I've dealt with is like bathrooms, something like that, and just the sink area of the bathroom.
Right.
Unless you close the door and it's a powerful kind of smell, then it can probably get around. But
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't use it in a big area or
Yeah,
expect
it
it.
don't sound like it would be able to spread that much if you just dipping it in, and you know what I mean.
Yeah. Like I said, unless they have some way more potent oils out there where you can, maybe so. But the oils that I've dealt with when it comes to those, and it was all store bought kind of thing. You know what I mean? It was never one of those never grab one from Patapsco.
Right.
In that sense, the oils that I was talking about, you burn it. Either plug it in and let the warm light burn the diffuse or the flavor up, or the candle. You light that and let that burn it up. But this way, that's like.
Indeed. All right, so they got some smoke cleansing stuff, some baby white sage bundles, blue sage bundles, white sage bundles. White sage is out of stock. Wild lavender bundle, wild crafted. So for some smoke cleansing, they got that. Check it out. Check them out for that. I check out their herbs and spices. Some of the same herbs and powders. Burdock root, dandelion root cut, mullein leaf cut and sifted organic, red rose buds and petals organic. Let's click on one. You get a pound for $31, so 4 ounces for $10.33. Mullein leaf is packed with antioxidants and has a long history of providing a multitude of benefits to help support overall body health. This is. So what is it for? Oh, okay. Let me read it. Mullein leaf is a delightfully versatile herb known for its soft, velvety texture and earthy herbal aroma. With this delicate green hue, this organic cut and sifted form makes it easy to incorporate into various culinary endeavors or herbal preparations. The slightly bitter flavor profile adds a unique touch to tea blends and enhances the complexity of homemade infusions. This herb has roots in traditional practices, often celebrated for historical uses and folk tradition. Mullein has been a cherished component in various cultures, showcasing how people have enjoyed its diverse qualities for generations. Its presence in folklore demonstrates a deep connection between nature and human experience, cultivating a sense of harmony and appreciation for the natural world. The perfect culinary companion. Whether you're an experienced herbalist or simply exploring new flavors, organic cut and sifted mullein leaf can be a delightful addition to your kitchen, using in herbal teas, infusions, and as a savory ingredient in broths. Unlock its potential by blending it with other herbs and spices to create unique, flavorful concoctions that celebrate nature's bounty. All right. Shit, it got mostly 5-star reviews. It did get 1 2-star review though. Everybody was saying Mullen is good, great quality, and great product. Trying to find. Oh yeah, the 2-star review says it's being tinctured. It's being tinctured right now, so I haven't actually used it yet. I will say that I was disappointed in its dark dated appearance as opposed to the green fluffy mullein that I get from another supplier. This is the second time I have ordered mullein from Star West in the hopes that when I received it as such before, it may have been just a one-off. I threw it out, but its appearance has been the same both times. I did notice that your herb comes from Albania and the other from Chile. So perhaps that is the difference. It may still be effective in treatment, but I choose to only use it for alcohol extractions at this time until I can confirm or deny its efficacy. Alright, so yeah, somebody saying that it appears old, but everybody else saying good herb. So far, so good. Herb appears to be high quality. I order it on repeat. Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't know what that shit's supposed to look like on the first time. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's like comparing it to a picture. But yeah, people that order this shit all the time, of course, you get used to that shit. you know what's fire, what's not, nigga. It's like, yeah, just like the herb.
Right.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, but they got a bunch of powders and shit. Bunch of stuff. Let me check out one more thing they got so we can get up off of this.
Chicory elm bark powder. Okay. Almost look like pink sea salt.
Let's click on sea vegetables. Oh, this is still powder form though. So they got Irish moss powder. You ever had Irish moss in a powder? I mean, sea moss in a powder?
Irish sea moss. Well, yeah, I have only pill form. The little clear pill
Pill? Yeah.
within, only within them, but not raw powder like that. And put it in my tea or put it in my smoothie. No, I haven't had that.
Okay. So yeah, they got some sea moss powders, chlorella powders, spirulina, bladderwrack, kelp. So yeah, this is Star West Botanicals, y'all. Check them out. All right, so the next one I got for y'all is wait, let me do this. Is it Woodland Herbal? Yeah, Woodland Herbal. Oh. All right, so let's check them out. Let me add a screen real quick. All right, Woodland Herbal. Let's check them out. Home of the Green. Oh, they moved that. Okay. Nurture mind, body, and spirit. Woodland Herbal. Let me get some about. Woodland Herbal consists of 3 family members who focus on herbal remedies and all natural body care and wellness products. We have 4 generations of herbalists in our family, and so by employing at least 4 generation old techniques, we can produce potent herbal care products for health of body, mind, and soul. For many of our ingredients, we forge for ourselves as well as grow a lot of our own herbs, and every herbal product we sell is handmade. We are a partnership made up of Brandon Scott, Leah Scott, and Jennifer Parsons. So yeah, they pretty much got the word I'm looking for. They are together, basically. They are a family.
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah. They got that natural thing going on. Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
You talking about the poly shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Polyamorous.
Amorous,
If I'm not mistaken.
polygamy.
Polygamy, basically. Yeah. Pretty much.
Ain't bad as a player.
Yeah, me either. Sure. Get how you live.
Right.
We are passionate owners who have a hand in every detail of every product, who hope to serve and inspire a healthier community. Our goal is to have a larger and longer lasting effect on our world than to simply run a shop that has a positive effect on the community. Through our knowledge and understanding of nature and the power of medicinal plants, we wish to educate others about alternative remedies while at the same time working toward building a better future for all by striving to curb environmental destruction. This is why we plant trees and wildflowers to support nature and our beloved pollinators. With your support, we can grow a better tomorrow. Plant trees, not hate, peace, and love. All right. So let's check out some of the stuff they got. Products. All right, let's check out some of their teas. Organic teas. All right, yeah. So look like some pretty reasonable prices, I'm guessing. So Purple Haze tea, organic tea for sedation, deep sleep, dream, and insomnia. Blue Galaxy tea. Detox tea. Tonic sunshine tea. Let's click on one. Let's click on this sunshine tea. You get sampler 10. Okay. Sampler 10 for $11.99, a large 10 for $30.99, extra large 10 for $55.99. I Beloved Sunshine Tea is one of our favorites for inspiring a happy, healthy mindset. The medicinal plants to make up this tea blend are known for their ability to improve thinking patterns and baseline mood, influencing positive mood and motivation, while also easing anxiety, depression, and hopelessness. Sunshine Tea is fantastic as a morning tea to start your day off right, or as an iced tea throughout your day. And many people make this tea as a traditional sun tea in a jar. We start this lovely tea blend with gorgeous jasmine flowers, vibrant orange calendula flowers, soothing and gentle chamomile flowers, delectable jasmine infused green tea, calming lemon balm, citrusy orange peel, and we finish with well-known natural antidepressant herb St. John's wort. Medicinal loose leaf tea blends are effective for a range of medicinal uses, and they all taste amazing, even with the ones with the least tasty herbs. Because we focus on fulfilling blend that meets our medicinal intentions and expectations, as well as our taste palettes. We use only clean and sifted organic, certified organic herbs, and a few wild crafted mushrooms in our recipes. All right. So sunshine supports positive mood, fights hopelessness. Ingredients is Chinese green tea, orange peel, jasmine flower, St. John's wort, chamomile, calendula, and lemon balm. Made with certified organic herbs. That's sunshine tea for y'all. Yeah, a whole bunch of other ones.
And it's crazy because it come like a while back. We went over the website that has the smokable herbs. And
Yeah.
kind of look like them joints. You know
Yeah, it did.
How it
It did.
comes, especially in the tin can and shit.
Oh yeah. All right. Let's check out some aromatherapy. If they got aroma, okay, yeah. A few candles, some essential oil blends. Lavender bath bomb, all natural, handmade with essential oils. If you're into taking baths, lavender bath bomb, and an orange crush bath bomb, a lovely lemongrass bath bomb. Let's check out a bath bomb. Peaceful patchouli bath balm, all natural, handmade with essential oils. Oh, they ran out of stock for this joint. All right, let's go on to something else.
I say I like that design.
I know, right? It's definitely fire. They got some aromatherapy candles too. Blackberry anise, 13 ounce, up to 70 hours of burn time for $31.98. It's quite steep for a candle. How big is a 13 ounce? Do you know?
I did not. 13. Hold on, let me see.
And if it's one of them big ones like that one store be having, the big joint, that sound all right. But that don't look like a real big joint right there in this picture.
Well, this is shit you can't see. No, hell no, it's not that at all. This one I got right here is a 14.5, and it's a 3-wick joint, like Bath and Body Works 3-wick joint. So it's a little smaller than you said. 13 is a little smaller than that, but it's damn sure don't look like that size there. Not compared to what this size is. It's only 1.5 off.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. And that's man. The picture just don't do it justice.
Right. Pretty much. All right, check out one more thing they got. Let's go to culinary and kitchen. All right, so they got some tea infuser, elderberry syrup kit, mushroom coffee, pure vanilla extract, vanilla beans, taco spice. It's got some taco seasoning for y'all.
Shit. Taco Tuesday coming up.
Right. Some Jamaican jerk spice, barbecue spice. Let's check out, see what's in these spices. Oh, speaking of matter of fact, let's go to, since we was talking about the beef flavoring earlier on in the
Yeah.
chicken. So they got a savory beef rub spice. Organic savory beef rub has a great combination of sweet and heat and is perfect for any kind of beef, from burgers and steaks to roast and briskets. Add beef dry rub recipe can create a rich, flavorful, crunchy crust or bark on the meat. Ingredients is sea salt, onion, garlic, sugar, nutmeg, basil, ginger, fennel, chili, coriander, oregano, and rice concentrate. All right. So this sounds like a healthy alternative.
Right. And since we know that it's really the flavor that we after,
Yeah,
that's all that really matters.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's a dope creation.
Indeed.
But I wonder, since we started talking about the seasonings and shit like that, like who created, flavor?
Right.
Who said, you know what, this shit is bland. I need more. I need more flavor to it. Like, when did that come about? Or
Right.
notice that this plant produces certain flavors, so I'm going to try it with this cooking. I wonder how that went.
Exactly. But shit, yeah, everything is pretty much coming from the plant, so it probably was just the same. I guess with the testing of all of the plants, they realized that this can be flavor, or this is flavor. You know what I
True.
mean? Somehow when testing the plants out, I guess. I don't know.
That's true.
But yeah. WillandHerbal.com. Check them out. All right, let's move forward. Hold on. Oh shit, I already said what the hell. All right. So yeah. Moving on to the knowledge segment. So I was watching another podcast, again, the podcast that I always watch, but I had Dr. Valentine on that joint. And basically he said something, but he always said this, but him saying it again made me be like, yo, man, let me talk about this shit. But he basically, something that he always say is like, he ain't on that like straight enlightenment, like world becoming to an enlightenment state where, you know what I mean, it won't be no wars and be ass gaining powers and all that type of shit. And he, according to him, he like, man, y'all need to be getting your water and your food stored and be prepared, because it's about to be a time where we ain't gonna be able to go to the grocery stores and it's gonna be wars over food and lack of food and shit like that. You know what I mean? He be on that type of time. Yeah. He been saying that for a long time now, actually. Yeah, I mean, years and years and years, actually. But he is one of the few people that I watch who say this though, because most of them, they're talking about, us basically gaining our powers. It's our time against, you know what I mean, like their time is up type of situations.
Yeah.
But according to Dr. Phil, he like, yeah, because their time is up, that means they about to fucking really put the fucking smack down. You know what I mean? And shit about to really go wild. And their time is up means that their time is up. That means the system fucking falls. Like the same system that we complaining about. If once it falls, then that's the system that we actually already depend on. So then that means that we probably are gonna have to prepare um for a massive fucking change in how we eat, where we get our food, where we get clean water from, all of that type of shit. You know what I mean? Because yeah, if their time is up, that means the system falls. If the system falls, then it's time for a new way of living. You know what I mean? So yeah, according to Dr. Phil, he like, man, y'all better store lots of water, store lots of food, canned foods, fucking get guns. Yeah, that's the type of shit that he's saying, right? So basically, I of course uh got a little segment breakdown on it and combined it with a bunch of other stuff. Basically combining that with the talks of people who's like Dr. Blair who say we won't have to go to war or lift a finger or and everything will transition perfectly. You know what I'm saying? So let's break this joint down. Check it out though. Hold on, let me change my background. Hey, so trying to think if I want to read all of this or not chat read it because every time I start reading shit, my nose can start. My nose be clear as shit when I ain't reading, but as soon as I start reading shit, my nose go right back to being stopped up. All right, so yeah, it's pretty much called. That's the thumbnail too. You probably can't see the thumbnail right now, but the thumbnail on YouTube. Now I'm doing the different thumbnails, but the thumbnail it says collapse or abundance. I think. Yeah, I think it's collapse or abundance.
Okay.
But yeah, it's on YouTube. You'll see it if you if you look on the YouTube live joint. But I don't know if it shows it in Facebook or not.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna check it out.
But anyway, here we go with the breakdown. Let me find this joint real quick.
Yeah, just a little early today, man. Rather than not doing it at all.
Yeah. Little switch up. That's our regularly scheduled program next week.
Yes, indeed it.
Scheduled time next week, I should say. All right, so future scenarios versus future scenarios and awakening. All right, so picture two timelines. All right. In the first, the lights flicker, trucks stop moving, shelves thin out, and the thing we call normal turns out to be a convenience held together by logistics. People who prepared look paranoid right up until they look wise. In the second, humanity hits a turning point, something like a great awakening. And we recognize the whole game around corporation, clean energy, and abundance. The old fear-based systems lose their grip. People become creators again. My bad. People become creators again, not just consumers. Tonight, we're going to walk straight into both futures and then into the third conversation nobody wants to have. Do we create our own world so intensely that the stories we repeat become a kind of programming that makes the story real? All right, are we going deep? We're talking preparedness. And we're going deep. We're talking preparedness, supply chains, government fallout, human unity, and yes, even the Georgia Guidestones, the monument that famously included a line about maintaining humanity under 500 million. All right, defend for yourself forecast. Why some teachers push storage now? A lot of master teachers and researchers, especially in alternative circles, warn about a future where we'll have to fend for ourselves. And one of the themes you hear is simple: water and food first, not later, but now. You probably heard speakers connected to currency shifts, conflict, grid strain, cyber attacks, corruption, climate stress, and systems that don't serve everyday people. And whether someone is coming at this spiritually or practically, there's a blunt truth hiding under it. Modern life is fragile, not because humans are weak, but because our comfort depends on interlocking systems, electricity, transport, payments, supply chains, refrigeration, communications. When those systems wobble, grocery stores aren't stores anymore. They become distribution endpoints. And if distribution breaks, endpoints go empty. Oh, God damn it. I hate when it go away. And this isn't just conspiracy talk. We watched it happen during COVID-19 era disruption, shortages of certain groceries and household goods, price spikes, and supply stress that regular people felt directly. And we've seen how specific sectors like meat processing took hard hits when plants slowed or closed. So when a speaker says store water and store food, one way to interpret it is not doom prophecy, but resilience advice in a world where shocks are normal. All right. There are recordings framed around topics like water and currency, the kind of systems talk that often leads into preparedness themes. Have you ever walked into a store during a panic week and felt the energy that wasn't hungry yet? That was fear of future hunger. Let's ground this into something official, not because officials are always right, but because it proves the point. Mainstream emergency guidance has said for years that households should store emergency supplies. The CDC recommends at least 1 gallon of water per person per day for 3 days and says a 2 week supply is better if possible. The American Red Cross echoes that 1 gallon per person per day with a 3 day supply for evacuation and 2 weeks at home. Ready.gov's kit guidance includes water and several days of non perishable food as a baseline. So the store water idea isn't fringe. The disagreement is usually about why. Some people say earth changes, some say economic reset, some say government can't protect you, some say supply chain is too complex. But if you strip the story away, preparedness is really just this: a small amount of planning buys you a large amount of freedom. And there's a spiritual angle to that too, because panic is a kind of slavery. When you're not prepared, you're emotionally forced to trust whatever system is in front of you, even when it's failing. Preparedness doesn't have to mean obsession, bunkers, or fear. It can mean water storage, shelf stable food, basic meds and hygienes, flashlights and batteries, cash buffer, community plans, checking on elders, sharing resources, etc. Uh, Government fallout. What could actually break first? Now let's talk about the government fallout angle without turning it into a fantasy. A lot of people imagine a Hollywood collapse, sudden, total, dramatic. But real breakdown usually looks like delays, bottlenecks, regional outages, miscommunication, uneven response, and slow recovery. One of the biggest first dominoes isn't even food, it's electricity. Modern food access depends on power, refrigeration, payments, fuel pumps, warehouse automation, traffic systems, communications. Incredible energy institutions have been warning that power systems face rising risks from aging infrastructure, extreme weather, and cyber threats, with recent large scale outages used as examples. So imagine power disruption. Imagine power disruption means payment. It got an arrow pointing to it. I'm guessing that means or equates to payment disruption. Payment disruption, then delivery disruption. Delivery disruption leads to self disruption. Self disruption leads to social disruption. That's not end of the world. That's a bad month. And for a family without water and food stored, a bad month feels like the end of the world. Also, supply chain disruptions don't hit evenly. Vulnerable communities often take the deepest damage and the slowest recovery. So, if someone says it's reckless not to prepare, you can interpret that as not preparing is better. It's betting your stability on the best case scenario. The Georgia Guidestones, symbol, warning, or projection. Now let's go to the part that bends people's minds. The Georgia Guidestones. For those who don't know, it was a granite monument in Georgia erected in 1980, inscribed with guidelines in multiple language. One line often repeated said that maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. That line alone makes people ask, who wrote this? Why would anyone carve that into a stone? Is it a plan, a confession, or an ideology? The Godstones were destroyed in an explosion in July 2022, and the remaining stones were dismantled for safety. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation described the blast and investigation publicly. Now, here's the balanced way to hold it. Some people view the inscriptions as a uh, post catastrophe guide. Others see it as elitist, eugenic, or sinister because 500 million sounds like a mass reduction. But regardless of what it really was, its cultural impact is real. It became a symbol and lightning rod for fear that people that powerful groups imagine humanity as a number to be managed. At Even if it wasn't planned, what does it say about the human psyche that someone wanted that message on a stone? The opposite future, great awakening, abundance, and the case for hope. Now we flip it. Other speakers talk about a great awakening, not as a fantasy, but as a phase shift. Humans remember that they're powerful, communities rebuild trust, technologies become liberating instead of controlling, systems get redesigned for life, not extraction. And here's the thing, the abundance argument isn't only spiritual. There are real world indicators that scarcity is often mismanagement, not absolute lack. Example, food waste. The FAO has long estimated that roughly one third of food produced for human consumption is lost or wasted globally. That means, at least in theory, hunger can be reduced not only by producing more, but by wasting less. And globally, there has been significant long-term processes against extreme poverty, even with setbacks and uneven distribution. And World in Data summarizes that since 1990, the number of people in extreme poverty fell by about 1.5 billion, a massive civilizational shift. Uh, Pause, which is kind of crazy though, because they actually, I mean, of course, this could be, um, them pushing out what they want us to believe. But now you seeing more like homeless videos and rails and shit, actually, which is indicating more homelessness. That's pretty basically what they're trying to say. Like now homelessness is more. But of course, as we know with social media and shit, this may not be the case. They just got cameras to film those certain people now. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right, right. And it's always been that way.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And I can see that.
Yeah, so yeah, but this is saying that poverty has fell by 1.5 billion since 1990. So, you know.
Yeah.
Now add energy abundance trends. Irena reports that the global weighted average cost of utility scale solar PV fell about 90% from 2010 to 2023, which is one of the clearest abundance engines we've ever built. Cheaper energy changes everything. So the abundance future says if we align technology plus ethics plus cooperation, we can reduce suffering dramatically. Some futurists even argue we're moving toward near zero marginal cost realities in certain areas, where goods and services get cheaper to produce and distribute, pushing us toward new economic models. All right. Now, maybe the awakening isn't simply humans deciding to stop feeding. Maybe the awakening is simply humans deciding to stop feeding systems that hate them. The hidden third option, humans united and are a force of nature. Now we land on the most powerful idea in the whole episode. Humans together are not just survivors, we are a force. The collapse future assumes people become isolated, distrustful, tribal, violent, hoarding. The abundance future assumes people become aligned, cooperative, inventive, generous. So what decides it? Partly infrastructure, partly leadership, but deeply social fabric. Because in real disasters, the truth is your best resource is often a neighbor. Your best security is often relationships, and your best currency is often mutual aid. Here's a hard line to deliver on for the podcast. If you prepare alone, you're building a bunker. If you prepare together, you're building a community that can't be easily broken. And that's where the recklessness conversation becomes higher level. It's reckless not only to avoid storing food and water, it's reckless to avoid building human bonds strong enough to survive stress. All right. The mind bender is this programming that creates the outcome. Now we end where it gets mind boggling. If humans are powerful creators, mentally, spiritually, socially, then we have to ask, when we obsess over collapse, when we watch collapse content daily, when we rehearse fear in our nervous system, when we talk about empty shelves like it's destiny, are we participating in a kind of collective spell? Not magic like cartoons, more like intention as fuel, belief as blueprint, repetition as installation, fear as compliance training. And this is where the Georgia Guidestone symbol returns, because even if the Guidestones were not a plan, the idea of a controlled population becomes a psychological virus. It makes people imagine we're doomed, we're cattle, we have no power. And once people believe they have no power, they stop acting like creators. So here's the balanced conclusion. Preparation can be wisdom, not fear. Uh, CDC, Red Cross, Ready.gov, all advise basic supplies. Collapsed narrative can also be psychological conditioning if they produce helplessness. Abundance narratives can become delusion if they produce passivity. The true path might be prepare your body, clear your mind, strengthen your relationships, and choose your focus. Because the focus is not only something that happens to humanity, the future is also something humanity makes. Though through decisions, cooperation, and the stories we keep alive. All right, so I'll leave you with this. If the system shakes, you don't want to be panicking in aisle 5, praying the last water bottle isn't gone. And if the awakening is real, you don't want to be so traumatized by fear that you can't recognize opportunity and unity when it arrives. Stock a little water, store a little food, learn a little skill, but most importantly, store courage, store clarity, store community. Because no matter which future shows up first, collapse pressure or abundance expansion, the deciding factor may be the same. What kind of humans we choose to be together. All right. So yeah,
All right.
collapse or abundance.
Yeah.
That's it's definitely a borderline. Hold on, y'all. My bad.
Are you good?
But yeah, it's definitely a divide in this conversation in the spiritual community on podcasts and stuff. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, there's some people definitely preaching preparedness and to get ready, and then there's others who talking about you don't have to do anything except know yourself, know thyself, know who you are, remember who you are, type shit. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
I mean, so yo, how do you feel about that? What do you think about either or both?
Well, the initial thing that popped in my head, right, and it's kind of crazy, but who knows? It could be true. Um, because the gentleman you're speaking of, he's been around for quite some time.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean? So maybe they, in my mind, what came to me, maybe they got to him, so he has to switch the narrative to not be put away for such a long time, kind of thing. You know what I mean? So he has to
sounds
now
good.
switch up his narrative, kind of thing. Whereas though, but where my spirit goes to is towards the knowing yourself kind of thing. I feel based off of this based off of my shit and what I've been doing for, you know what I mean, for my days kind of thing. It just feel like knowing yourself, the kind of beings that we are, that just fits more. You know what I mean? Because if we are the kind of beings where, like, in the grand scheme of things, right,
Yeah,
you can grow everything you need wherever you are.
yeah,
So why should we? Yes, be scared, not scared, but wary in it because you don't know how to do it yet. So that's a scary thing to kind of go through. Now you have to learn a new way of doing it, especially people that's living within poverty. You know what I mean? Within cities or neighborhoods, but you know what I mean. Also now they have so much stuff that you can purchase to grow food indoors or on your back
absolutely.
porch. You know what I
Right,
mean? So,
right.
on a grand scheme of things, when you look at over everything, the kind of people and beings that we are, and what's given to us, what's as far as resource goes, there shouldn't be no need to worry at all,
Yeah,
because with of course when it comes to not even really with the when it comes to the water, yeah, um, it's scary because we know water to be the way of life and the only way of life. But as we also know, H3O2 is gives our body the electro
yeah.
whatever, the real
About
true
that.
shit that we need, and that's fruit shit that you can
About
grow.
that.
So again, the grand scheme of things, why should we be scared? And again, I understand again, knowing that it's we don't know that way. A lot of people don't know that way of living. So
Yeah.
it's again, I'm not naive. I do understand that people just don't know that they can grow their own food. You know, and there's still people out there that don't know that that's a thing for them. They don't know it's poison in their food. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I do understand that it's a different group of people out there that believes different things. I get that. But with my mind, I'm going to speak from my mind and say, grand scheme of things, we really don't have to worry because we can learn the things that we don't know. You know what I mean? And shit can be done. It's just going to be scary at first until we learn that shit. So that I go back. And my first initial thought was maybe they got to him. You know, I mean, he like his freedom. He don't want to be bothered, so he's just gonna go ahead and cave in, give in, and speak on whatever they want to speak on. Spread the city mindset. You know what I mean?
Know.
Allegedly, but that's what popped in my mind when you were talking about it.
I definitely, but I'm a Gemini anyway, so I'm gonna see both sides anyway. I see both sides every damn day. But I definitely understand both arguments. Absolutely. Of course, as an intelligent black man, I'm on more the side of us being the gods and realizing who we are and coming to enlightenment and transitioning easily. Of course, requiring hard work doesn't mean it's not easy. Like, it's still easy. It's just hard work. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just the physical part. You know what I mean? Like, what would make it hard would be like literally having nothing to do or nowhere to go or not knowing what the fuck. You know what I'm saying? But I think we can transition easily with hard work. You know what I mean? With us building our gardens, you know what I'm saying, and all of that type of shit. Yeah, we gonna be putting in work, but we gonna know what to do and have it. You know what I mean? And figure that shit out as we go along, type of shit.
That's where the true nature of community will have to come in. The people that don't know teach and show the way to the people that do know will teach and show the way to the people that don't know. You know what I mean? And really build a community. So yeah, I got you.
And the one through I can't remember his name. The Sunfire Foods. I think I told y'all about. I told somebody about it. I can't remember. But yeah, he's a 75-year-old dude who still climbing trees. Yeah. He haven't drank water in like 20 years. You know what I mean?
That's the true water, man. And coconut water, of course, is
he drinks it straight out the coconuts and straight from the fruits.
Yeah. I just seen it was another clip of, I believe, because you've never showed me a picture of who you were talking about, but I believe we're talking about the same person.
Yeah.
I just seen a clip. He was being interviewed by someone, and he got off the couch, and he dropped down, and he said most young folks can't even do this. And he's 72, or he said he was, and most young folks can't even do this. And I'm like, that's damn sure
can't do that shit.
I've already said damn sure a hard task right there. or you're gonna hear knees cracking and popping and all that type shit. At 41. But I'm like, yeah, shit, 72, but it's a way to get there without all their trickery shit. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of people out there showing you that you can. But again, it's just that, it's that programming we got to get through, because it's like, no. But my mother told me this, and my grandparents told me this, and the people on TV told me this, and everybody doing this, and you just one person. I don't see everybody backing you up. Right. So, maybe we're going to go over this way if your mind not, strong, whatever. But, my bad. Shit crazy.
Yeah, but, I don't know. And I'm an optimist too, so I definitely I always see better, greener pastures. I see a good future. No matter how crazy this or weird this shit is. Or worst case scenario, I just see us existing in different frequencies somehow. Somehow they doing what they do without it affecting us, and we doing what we do without it affecting them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe we live in parallel reality somehow, sharing, occupying the same space. I don't fucking know.
Yeah. Hey, but the way shit is, man, anything is possible. Anything
Yeah,
is possible because we also had the conversation where two different realities exist at the same goddamn time.
yeah,
Where people
yeah.
being in the same space, in the same city or state or something like that. One person seeing chaos, the other person not. So like it's really like who knows kind of thing.
Exactly.
Because if you really um really deeply think about it, it's like who the fuck was the first person or how did it become so many of us? You know what I mean? The conversation can go on forever. So it's one of these kind of conversation
Yeah,
brings up if you understand that or if you can ask that question, these questions on this level here is like look, it's not impossible.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Because the conversation on a bigger level by how was the earth created, the world created, even if we do come from one source, how the fuck was that one source spread out to so many different people? Who did it start with first? Kind of thing. You know what I mean? So shit, it's not impossible, goddamn it. Nothing in this fucking world right
Right,
now is impossible. So
right.
it could be, you know what I mean, parallel, easy,
Yeah,
super easy.
easy. Absolutely. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so nothing's
But
impossible. My book, nothing fucking impossible.
um, at the same time, though, having those types of skills does come in handy. You know what I mean? Like um that knowing how to grow your own food, even if it's just for a bad storm or something, and having
Yeah.
shit stored. You know what I mean? Even if you'll let you gonna come back on, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you'll let you
Mm-hmm.
might go out for 2 days at one point or 4 days at one point just because of some fucking a storm or some snow or something. So
Right.
even if you're not storing for some long term fucking revolution type shit, then you still could be storing for a unexpected storm. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
So
speaking of that storm, the snow shit we just had, and
yeah,
a lot of places that we just had, I just came across a clip where, of course, they're just getting better at blocking out the sun. Because
oh
one
yeah,
person, one person brought up, like, it's never been. And they was talking specifically in New York. It's never been snow on the ground for 25 days straight like ice on the ground for
right,
25 days straight. And it's like they I forgot what it's called, but we spoke on it when you showed the Rocky and Bullwinkle shit. That they've gotten good
yeah,
with that, so
yeah,
they've used a lot more of it. And this snowstorm was the proof of it. Because again, we still got snow out there. That I
yeah,
mean, from I mean that ice just started melting. From it was damn near 3 weeks ago. Well, yesterday marked 3 weeks from that time it snowed, and that shit
crazy.
was out there even strong. I'm talking about um no show of melting in sight for at least
Right.
2 weeks strong.
Shit
Now,
like a
that's
fucking
different,
ice
man.
skating rink.
Right. So for and people was doing that, even though they got police called on them, but they was on the lakes and rivers and shit like that, hot playing straight out, flat out hockey. They got thrown off, but then when they got thrown off, they left. But before they left, the guy digged up a piece of ice, and the ice was probably like that fucking thick. They're like, "How are we gonna fall
Mm,
through this?"
right.
But they left respectfully. But they're like, "How are we really gonna fall through this, man?" So for stuff like that, growing your own food would be great for a storm that we just had on this side
Yeah,
because you never know. That shit knocks out a lot of stuff.
absolutely. Absolutely.
It's wild, man.
Yeah, but I definitely even before they started posting the videos on Facebook or YouTube or whatever, I definitely noticed right before the snow. I say the same exact shit when I looked up, like, yo, look at all these fucking chemtrails, yo. Right before the
Oh
storm
yeah,
the snow. There was so fucking many of them joints, yo.
and they did a great job. They put people got paid overtime to
What?
do, you know what I mean, to go to work on that shit. And
Yeah,
that shit is crazy. But it was
they
something else.
did.
That's why don't be surprised. You know what I mean? If we do start seeing uh, snow in July, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like the one movie. I think it was. That's what they're
How
working on.
about that?
They know, like somebody said, they know the sun is medicine, and they know that sun it empowers us. It gives us what we need naturally,
Yeah,
kind of thing. And they want to stop that because it's killing a lot of them. You know what I mean? It's not doing justice to them like it's doing to us.
yeah, exactly,
And
exactly.
they wanna stop that shit. A motherfucker
Yeah,
that's not even like they say, a motherfucker that just got a lot of money you just want to stop it. Some weird shit. But it's the way of the world. And again, on a deeper level, once you stop it, it's going to continue to evolve. We're going to continue to evolve.
oh
And
yeah,
with each generation, now we're gonna become well the part of the generation that is up to the bullshit and not going along with that bullshit. We're
yeah,
going to evolve. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And you know what I mean, without sounding too crazy, we will be the fuck back in a different form. In one way or another, if it's not us, the generation after us is going to do the work that needs to be done. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It may take some generations, it may take 10, 20, 30 years, whatever, but like 19 Keys said, the only thing the only thing they're doing is delaying.
the land,
It's
yeah,
fucking inevitable. That's pretty much all the fuck that they're doing. At some point, they're gonna have to meet the maker.
right.
They just delaying that shit, man. But I don't know. We messing with working with some sickos out this joint.
Indeed, real fucking sickos. Shit don't make no damn sense.
Right. Come on, man. Come on. But you know, man, we are them people. We are them people. They know that we are them people. They don't like that we are them people. So if we continue to know that we are them people, there's nothing that they can do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely I don't have any like worries about. That's why I've been even though I like a lot of the stuff he talks about, but like when he starts talking about that, I don't know. It doesn't. I mean, it makes sense just to, like I said, just to have shit just in case.
Yeah.
But when people talk about like a whole fallout completely, like like the movies try to predict type shit when the whole world shut down and now everybody just scrambling and what I
Right.
mean, shit on fire and shit. Like, I don't really feel like that's future that's I'm gonna be a part of. Like I never it doesn't resonate with me. It don't make me feel scared. It don't make me want to prepare or none of that. It's just like it just seems I don't know, maybe I'm being naive or something. I don't fucking know, passive or whatever. But I don't resonate with that type of frequency. You know what I mean?
Because it's like
But,
if you do focus on that chaos, okay. So the main thing, one of the main reasons, or the main reason of being here is to become aware, right? Is to find that awareness so you can align yourself with that purpose. If we are all running around focused on the end of the world kind of thing, then there's no way that we will become aware, or there's no way that we would be able to do the things that we need to do to become who we need to become. I mean, to be powerful or to reach our peak. There's no way that we would, reach our extension. That's ascension. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't think it would ever resonate with folks like us
Right.
that ask or just ask the questions that we ask, because it's kind of like, okay, but that's taking us away from all the shit that you were speaking on before you came to this
Right.
kind of shit. So and if I don't know, it just don't make sense. Like in a simple point of things, the shit just don't make sense. Like we are to be still. We are to know who we are. We are to become aware and align ourselves up with our purpose. But yet you are telling us to, like, well, I know, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people know not to be ill with it, not to be naive with it. Yes, it's good to have your own shit, just for the sake that they're putting poison in our foods.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like just for that alone, we should have our own stuff. Especially when it comes to food, drink, water, we should know how to do those things.
Yeah.
but not for the sake of they are about to do some bullshit. They've been about to do some bullshit or have been doing bullshit forever.
Yeah, the whole time.
You know what I mean? So we should have, generations ago, it should have been
Right.
taught this, because each generation have been went through something crazy. So that should have been taught for the next generation to be focused or prepared for whatever that higher level now, since now we got technology, whatever that's going to be. Not be so focused on what they're doing. Yes, they're ill, they're evil. So yes, we know that they probably have all kinds of bunkers. Yes, they got a plan and they're gonna try shit. Okay, cool. We know that kind of thing, but don't teach us to focus on that. Teach us a way around that. We know we got this plan. We know they got this plan. There's always be focused, be aware, practice what you need to practice, and learn to grow your own shit because it's coming, kind of thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
So yeah, basically, I guess just have some do what you feel, man. Just do do what your soul says. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's up to you.
Yeah, because you're usually right. You know what I mean? So yeah, I wouldn't panic because I just don't see. I don't see collapse. I see me building and adding on, and you know what I mean, the world around me resembling that. You know what I mean? So that's my focus every day.
Yeah.
But
So I believe that as well, and so much so, and I know I'm being connected with my community because from an individual that I did not think I would receive kind of like but this person, I'm not gonna say the person because it's I know this person from a professional level. But this person went outside of their way to, well, their daughter does music, and I went to look her up and shit like that, and she does, I mean, she on that shit the conscious way. Young black chick and shit like that, and I mean, it's dope music. But he stopped me and say, like, she's no Lil Wayne or blah blah blah, whatever the case may be. But I told him, I said, shit, that's what I look for. Something that people that speaking from their heart, not nobody high up or whatever. And come to find out, Lil Shorty is on that kind of conscious level. Young black lady. But again, it came to me an invitation to that community from this person. Like I wouldn't expect that because boom, I got you for an hour kind of thing. And that's it. We talk about, and then boom, we go on about that business. But the conversation got to so real and to a point where it's like, damn, oh shit. Let's circle back for a second. We forgot, kind of forgot we talk so regular. And it just became a natural kind of conversation, but I got invited, and the energy from that is now put me over into a community that can open up other energies, good spiritual energies for me. You know what I mean? Because I've been looking for outside community, especially when it comes to spiritual shit and other conscious creatives and shit like that. Because of course, like I said, that's the way I'm looking to go when it comes to open mic. And when I bring these open mics and shit back, I'm gonna reach out geared more so towards conscious creative, so I can create that space. You know what I mean? So for that to hit me like that, it's already got a good following and all that type of shit too. So I'm like, for it to come around like that in the most unexpected way, let me know that my energy is where it belongs. You know what I mean? And it is order over chaos for me. You know what I mean? I'm not choosing to see the scarce or have the scarcity mindset. So I'm choosing to have my energy to be not focused on just that. No, use it to know what's going on around me, but I'm not going to invite all that chaos into my world to throw me off track. You know what I mean? Can't do that. So I damn so feel what you're saying, and as long as we stay on point to what we speaking on, and that's anybody that's on this shit, other the right doors is gonna open up. Is my point.
Oh yeah.
So man, order over chaos for me. Fuck all that other shit.
Yeah, definitely goes back into, you know, what they say too, if it's true about this actually being a holographic universe, you know what I'm saying? Then that means that those two fucking pathways are being laid out in front of you for you to fucking choose which one, nigga. You know what I mean?
Choice, yes indeed,
Simple as
man.
that. Yeah, what you want to do? You can believe that shit, or you can believe this shit, and then it's gonna happen.
Yes indeed.
You know what I mean?
Indeed. And that's right. That's why I believe what I believe when it comes to that shit.
Yeah.
I choose to not believe that all that shit is strictly what it is. I choose to believe that this is the way out, or the way around it.
All right. So yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Finish up.
Oh no, you good. Yeah, this
I was about to get
the
into
way
it.
out. Yeah, not the way out, but it's the way around.
Indeed. All right. So yeah, with that being said, let's talk about moving into abundance. How humanity walks into abundance. So let's slow this down for a minute, because if there is a timeline where humanity moves into abundance, it does not begin with technology. It begins with a realization, not a revolution in the streets, but a revolution in perception. The transition into an abundant world doesn't happen when the old system collapses. It happens when enough people no longer believe the old system is the only way to live. That is the real turning point, the psychological shift from survival consciousness to creative consciousness. For thousands of years, humanity has been operating in survival mode. Scarcity thinking, competition for resources, fear of not having enough, fear of the future. But abundance begins the moment a critical mass of people ask a new question. What if there's more than enough? And the problem is distribution, not supply. Because look at the world we live in right now. We produce enough food to feed everybody. We generate enough energy from the sun in 1 hour to power the whole earth for a year. We throw away more than we actually need. So the transition is not from nothing to something. It's from misalignment to alignment. And that shift starts in the mind, not in government, not in banks, not in institutions, in the collective human nervous system. You can feel it already. People questioning everything, people growing food again, people learning skills again, people building communities again, people stepping outside of the illusion that they are powerless. This is not collapse. This is a relocalization of power. The exposure phase, why the old system has to be seen clearly. Every abundant civilization in history begins the same way. The illusion breaks, not because someone told us the truth, but because reality becomes impossible to ignore. Systems that once looked permanent start glitching. Economic instability, supply chain fragility, mental health crisis, environmental imbalance, institutional distrust. This is not just decay, this is revelation. Because you cannot build abundance on top of a lie. You have to see clearly what is not sustainable, what is not humane, what is not aligned with life. And this is the part many people interpret as the end. But in natural systems, this is the phase right before regeneration, the forest fire before the new growth, the breakdown before the breakthrough. The return of the human being. Abundance doesn't begin with technology, it begins with the re-emergence of the human being. A human who knows how to grow food, a human who knows how to create, a human who knows how to cooperate, a human who knows how to think independently, a human who knows how to regulate their emotions. Because the old system required dependence, the abundant system requires participation. Not consumers, creators, not workers, builders, not isolated individuals, interconnected communities. And this is why you see the rise of local farming, skill sharing, digital entrepreneurship, decentralized learning, and cooperative economics. These are not trends, these are early stage abundance structures. Technology as the amplifier, not the master. Now, here's where it gets powerful. Technology doesn't create abundance, it multiplies this consciousness of the people using it. In a fear-based system, the technology becomes surveillance. In an awakened system, technology becomes liberation. Imagine. Hold on, give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine clean, decentralized energy, AI handling repetitive labor, 3D printing, local manufacturing, vertical farming in cities, water generation from air, open source education for everyone. That's not science fiction, that's direction. The moment technology stops being used to extract from humanity and starts being used to empower humanity, abundance accelerates. The community renaissance. Here's the real infrastructure of abundance, not rules, not power grids, relationships. Because in an abundant world, you don't need to own everything. You need access through communities. Tools are shared, food is shared, knowledge is shared, opportunities are shared. This reduces costs, waste, isolation, competition, and increases resilience, innovation, emotional health, collective intelligence. This is how ancient civilizations operated. This is how future civilizations will operate. Not tribal in limitation, but tribal in connection. The economic transformation. The abundant world does not run on the same definition of value. Right now, value is tied to scarcity, debt, control. In an abundant model, value shifts to creativity, contribution, well being, sustainability. You are no longer rewarded for how exhausted you are. You're rewarded for how much life you bring into the system. And this is why you see the creator economy, digital ownership models, direct to audience platforms, that's not just business, that's the early form of post industrial human economics. The spiritual core of abundance. Here's the deepest layer. Abundance is not an economic condition, it is a state of consciousness. Because two people can live in the same environment, one sees lack, the other sees infinite possibility. So the real transition happens when humanity remembers we are not just consumers on a planet, we are generators of reality through thought, emotion, cooperation, intention, and action. And when enough people hold the frequency of we can build something better, reality reorganizes around that belief. The moment of convergence. So the perfect transition into an abundant world looks like this. Not a sudden event, but a convergence. Old systems losing legitimacy, new systems gaining trust. People becoming more capable, communities becoming more connected, technology becoming more open, consciousness becoming more aware, until one day you wake up and realize we are not waiting for the new world anymore. We are already living in the early version of it. All right. Abundance is not something that arrives, it is something that is built. And the transition doesn't start globally. It starts in how you think, how you prepare, how you create, how you connect, how you refuse to participate in systems that drain life. So the real question is not, is an abundant world coming? The real question is, how many of us are ready to live like it's already possible? Because the future does not begin when everything changes. The future begins the moment that we do. So yeah, pretty much what we were talking about.
Yeah, that's pretty big. It's crazy because it makes sense. Once you start doing what it is that's meant to be done, your world change.
Right.
If you don't, your world stay the same. Like looking at that from the simplest place, simplest form, it
Yeah.
makes perfect sense. You know what I mean? It just amplifies the more or more consistently you are with it.
Uh,
So it should be easy to understand, but again, there's different groups of people out there who
yeah, yeah,
just can't see it.
yeah,
Just can't see it, and some people for rightful reason. Some forces are stronger in other people's lives than it is in
yeah,
other folks. So I mean, I'm not naive to that. I get that, but I look at that as it's more gifts waiting for you on the other side. The more
right,
you go through, for me, is the more that's the more abundant you'll be once you say, you know what, man, fuck this shit. I'm
yeah,
gonna go ahead and get through it. Yeah, it's more weight, there's more positivity and more good shit waiting for you on the other side of that.
yeah.
But you
I
gotta
agree.
choose it. You know what I mean? It's up to you to choose. You gotta choose that shit.
Absolutely,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely. So yeah, I definitely believe in an abundant future. I can see it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
Um, I know it's coming. I'm very determined to get there, do my own actions in my own world. You know what I mean? I've always have been. So yeah, that shit ain't gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? I definitely have a very optimistic outlook on humanity and life and just everything. Even though, looking at it now, of course it's hard to see, but shit. I still see the positive in a lot of things and everything. Or not every single thing, but in most things. Even though we deal with a lot. So yeah. The abundant future, I believe is what we're headed towards, or at least I know what I'm headed towards. I don't know where everybody else headed towards.
Right.
I can't speak for everybody.
Up to y'all. It's like,
right. Power is yours, Captain Planet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, real shit. But yeah. So yeah, we can wrap this thing up early because my fucking sinuses is like punching me in my nose and my throat. I don't know. I always be having a lot of sneezing issues because this is I gotta definitely invest in a air purifier or some shit, something.
Yeah, I just came across a clip with that when they did one of those orange smoke joints and then they put it in a tube with the air purifier. I fucking clean that shit up. I'm like, yeah, purifier is super fucking needed in every goddamn house for sure. I never looked at it from a perspective like, as far as what it does. And I know it clean air, but they put a whole orange. It was stuck inside a container, not in a room, like a small container. They covered up the purifier with the orange smoke, and that shit turned that bitch straight clear. I'm like, yeah, everybody should utilize one of them joints.
Yeah, that's my next investment for sure. I'll be sneezing my ass off in this joint, bro.
Yeah. Hopefully that comes back and get healthy sooner than later. It clears up.
Indeed. But as usual, we appreciate y'all for rocking out with us.
Yes, indeed.
We'll be back next week at the normal time. You know what I mean?
Fourth throttle.
Yeah, hopefully not dealing with this bullshit. This actually, even though I be always sneezing and shit, when it's time for the show, I'm usually good. You know what I mean? So y'all wouldn't even know.
That's a good thing. Yeah, cleared you up to get the message and shit up out there. You know what I mean? If not, you would probably would have been sneezing through this whole 2017 rather than having that small time break. Where it's like, all right, you did what you said you was gonna do. Take this break. Who knows? You know what I mean? But
yeah. So we
clarity.
Appreciate y'all for rocking out with us, man. Tune in next week, of course. You know what I mean? So, wait, tune in Wednesday first. My bad.
Wednesday for the recap. Yes, indeed. Music segment.
Yeah, Wednesday around 6 or 7, somewhere around that time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So until then, we holler at y'all. Peace to the gods, peace to the earth, and all of that. You know what I mean? All right, love, bro. All right.
Yeah. Yo, tell me what lies in the heart of the king to sacrifice a life of solitude to be part of a thing. Pardon my manners if I was rude, but the artist gon' sing a casualty of vision. Only seen through the bars of the bang they give us death. I say good morning with no disrespect while trying to revive the dead. Speaking life from the neck while singing through eyes that's red. The devil come to collect. I hit him upside his head. This nigga ain't learning yet. I'm God body. Me a God problem, man cannot live without breath. I put that on mommy. Somehow they know my next steps. This is armed robbery while they contemplate their next finesse. I come with God's army, yeah, nigga. Cornbread, liquor, fried brain, Visine, giving cold stares, nigga, what you mean? We got them, fuck the other team, celestial, extraterrestrial, God beings.
Peace, God. That's how I'm living, cause the ones wearing the mask be thinking after you giving this is God body energy. What we push is peace and tranquility. God beings. Peace, God. That's how I'm living, cause the ones wearing the mask be thinking after you giving this is God body energy. What we push is peace and tranquility. God beings. Peace, God. That's how I'm coming. I done slow dance with rain, no umbrella. I done shook hands with pain, no one's coming. I done seen laughs turning to cries with nose running. This is life, we take change and make dollar bills. Diamonds out the mud, we'll make magic just to cop a feel. Shit is real, mind sharp and I'm more ready. Last of a dying breed, but I'm still box ready. Tough like a box Chevy, but the rain is enough to break the whole levee. And the pain seen enough to make a man cry, but the better days make a man smile. Real shit. Real food, real chick, real friends, real ops, hell shit. Real food, real chick, real friends, real ops, hell shit. Take it in. Peace, God. That's how I'm living, cause the ones wearing the mask be thinking after you giving this is God body energy. What we push is peace and tranquility. God beings. Peace, God. That's how I'm living, cause the ones wearing the mask be thinking after you giving this is God body energy. What we push is peace and tranquility. God beings.